we're racing now with the sports sedan event. 8 laps the journey. Ian Luff over on pole, getting a fair bit of hurry up from Graham Smith. He began like a gazelle over on the outside of the front row, but unable to go on with it. Ian Luff, in fact, that steals the march first time round. Will we have another incident-free first corner? That's the way it's panned out. Good racing, figuring the 3 guys that were prominent in the first sports sedan outing today. I refer to Ian Luff, Graham.
Oh, we've had a big hit. Ian Luff's been spotted this moment. They're spinning everywhere at this stage. Just saw the third place getter, the Nielsen car, taking up the inside of the Goodyear Commodore. Luffy gathering it up.
And Peter O'Brien finds himself a mile in front. Good on you, Peter. A big dust up there with Ian Luff being relegated back to Greg McShane. He's behind Greg McShane. This is going to give McShane a good old-fashioned test out, isn't it? Look at Luffy down on the inside. McShane caught pneumonia with the breeze. Luff went past that quickly. As we look at our race leader, Peter O'Brien in the O'Brien Aluminium entry, car number 18. He is the race leader. I don't know how long he'll stay there, though, because Graham Smith has now got some free racetrack in front of him. And look at the field. They're starting to pack up. Ian Luff charging again, so too is Nielsen. And a brilliant description there of that action by Mal Rose, who really got up into Darryl Eastlake mode, no doubt about that. Very excitable with Peter O'Brien leading the field. Also joining us in the commentary box for this event is Joshua Dowling from Auto Action, one of the best motor racing journalists in the country and photographers. Well, Ian Luff's got a lot of work to do, Joshua.
Yes, he's certainly doing a fine job there, catching up on the field. He's been doing, that car is in fact a lot heavier than the other competitors. That's a 1,300 kilogram car, so he's doing a fantastic job trying to get down that power, 600 horsepowers. All down on the track.
Yes, indeed. Here's a problem for our race leader, Peter O'Brien. Smith goes whammo out of the slipstream and ducks down on the inside of him. That looks to me to be Jamie Miller up running third. He now starting to make up a fair bit of ground on Peter O'Brien, who found himself in the lead courtesy of that big dust up that saw Ian Luff hurtling off the circuit. Oh, a problem there. There's a car all over the shop. It stacks on the mill. In the meantime, the other car, number 43, Paul Nielsen, who started from position number 3, involved in that millie with Ian Luff, is taking no further part in this one. He's pulled out of the pits with flat tyres, and that is indeed bad luck for him. Well, Peter O'Brien is still in second spot, doing a fantastic job. They're very tightly packed now as I head towards Goodyear, and the race leader, Graham Smith, finding himself under siege momentarily. You'll find here that Smith's acceleration will come into its own. Look at that, he just pulls away from him, as now we see the other driver, Jamie Miller, hooking out of the slipstream. He goes down on the inside of Peter O'Brien, and now it's Ian Luff also making big progress as well. Really all happening here.
Yeah, certainly is, and Ian copping the short back and sides, having to put him back in the field, but putting on for a great event at this stage. We see Peter O'Brien and Jamie Mill in the 2 rotary cars. We've got one, Billy Harris has gone off straight ahead. Peter DeZiso is still sitting out there in the grass, and we've got the 2 rotary cars being led by a turbocharged Fiat. Ian Luff closed right up. He's now in 4th position, having to come from nearly the rear of the field, David.
Yeah, I wonder if he's got time to do it. There'd be, 5 laps left in this one, I guess. As our race leader, Graham Smith, heads onto the main section. Joshua, this little Fiat has got a lot of pace in a straight line.
Yes, indeed. The cold weather conditions today would be absolutely ideal for this turbo-powered car. And as you can see, the gap it has on Main Straight, on Dunlop Straight, is certainly testimony to that.
Yeah, you're right. I think it's twin turbo, isn't it, that little Fiat?
That could be, yeah. I'm not sure, but at this stage, look at the way Ian Luff's been able to close in the back of the Peter O'Brien RX3. Jamie Miller getting it a bit sideways as they turn into the S's, that's allowing Luff to close in even more. But at this stage, Graham Smith's driving away at this stage. I could probably say David that Luffy's probably good for a second, but I don't know if he's quite got the speed having to get past 2 vehicles to catch the turbo Fiat.
Well, you don't know what damage has been done to his tyres either as a result of that off that he had a while ago. Peter O'Brien, very intelligent, mature driving there. He made way for Ian Luff to come down and go past him without any risk of any problems. As our race leader, Graham Smith, reels off another lap here at Oran Park. We're going to find that Jamie Miller, the man in second spot, is well and truly under siege from the flying and very angry, let me tell you, Ian Luff. He's moving up to third with a big rush, and every time that Miller looks in the rear vision mirror, he's going to see a whole lot of the Commodore driven by Ian Luff, who now is looking to find a way by all over the back of Miller. This is where the race is. Will Miller do the gentlemanly thing like Peter O'Brien did and make room for Ian Luff? Let's wait and see how it turns out as I head towards Conica Corner, then obviously approach the Yamaha dogleg. This is where Luff's car comes into its own. Big horsepower. He winds it up, looks down on the inside. He couldn't do it. Miller shut the gate well and truly in his face, and he's now forced to try and do it on the Dunlop Straight, which he certainly has the horsepower to do. In the meantime, though, Smith shows them what it's all about. He leads by a good 120 metres. Still in second spot, it's Miller. Here comes Luffy, though, out of the slipstream, and he flies past, almost blew his doors off, in fact, and he has done a tremendous job, and also a great drive to Peter O'Brien, Joshua.
Yes, fantastic drive. He's hanging in well there in fourth. He's basically got that position secured. He's just got to basically take to the checkered flag now. Ian Luff's obviously looking very closely and taking in Graham Smith, but just depends if we've got enough laps there to reel him in.
Yes, very true. In fact, I can see that
area.
the last lap board might come out next time round.
Make your way.
Graham Smith has got the
Top Guns.
little car
area now.
percolating the Fiat 131. Out of Goodyear one more time. He certainly is going to see the last lap board on display this time round. Ian Luff is really going to have to fang it if he can, obviously trying to look to make up some of that deficit. I don't think he's going to have time. That would be an unrealistic call. Jamie Miller back in third. Then it's Peter O'Brien. Daylight between fourth and fifth. A long, long way back. Greg McShane, hold your head high. You've done a good job so far. Still on the racetrack, keeping it all together. As we watch the race leader, Graham Smith now with half a lap of the Oran Park circuit left to negotiate. He really has won this one courtesy of a bit of bad luck for the other guys, not detracting from his performance. He's done it well. He found himself in front. He's kept it all together, driven intelligently, and has been able to carve his way through the back markers, the slower traffic, without any problems at all. One corner for him left to run now, out of Goodyear. There's going to be the checkered flag on display this time around, and Graham Smith will be really happy about that. He comes down. Oh, Luffy getting right out of shape onto the main straight. He gassed it up big time, and he made up a heap of ground, didn't he? A good second place by him. Jamie Miller home for third, followed by Peter O'Brien. I reckon O'Brien will be wrapped with that, Mel.
Oh, certainly will. And Luffy just showing most of his students to sit up here in the hill and watch him what opposite lock is.
Yeah. Okay, be generous in your applause, folks, over on the hill as the top three place getters make their way back onto Dunlop Straight to head back into the pit area. Obviously, Graham Smith, a happy man, emerging victorious. Put your hands together for Ian Luff, folks. That was a big drive coming right from the back of the pack. After he had a major off, he did a terrific job. And also Jamie Miller would be well pleased with that one.